Okay, now we're in oral communications. Anyone from the audience wish to speak?
Nice shirt, Snick.
Good evening, I'm your announcer, Snick Farkas. The farmers came to Specific Groove. We let our produce grow. But in this business-friendly town, nothing gets by most. I go downtown, way down to the streets, and tell that old herald to let that notice show. Mayor, City Council, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. My street is too narrow. There's chickens on my block. My Swan boat doesn't have an interpretive sign. Yes, it's time for the Colossus of Gold show, cultivating a new tomorrow. A statue struck by lightning grows to hideous proportions and wreaks havoc on the tiny town of Specific Groove. Brought to you this week by Perkins Toothpicks, makers of plain, ordinary wooden toothpicks since 1903. Pick a pack of Perkins Toothpicks. This week's horticultural mystery, episode number 274, L'Affaire Lettuceberg. There are 3 ways to guarantee a farmer's market. Number 1, sell produce in classic cars. Number 2, farm it out to Manta Ray. I know the perfect place for a farmer's market. Tuesday night on Avocado Street, you'll need to file an EIEIO. You'll never get it through the committees. The horse will say nay. Number 3, rezone the streets, forget the whole thing, and open a pedestrian mall. At first, there was panic in Specific Groove, and then a blind anger set in, and the citizens looked about for someone to blame. The city government was a pushover. It was time for a change. Storekeepers whose bookkeeping was shaky blamed it on the mayor. To be continued. You know, physically, there is nothing to distinguish human society from the farmyard, except that children are more troublesome and costly than chickens, and women are not completely enslaved as farm stock. And remember, the Colossus of Gold is intended as parody and contains no actual information. Thank you, and good evening.
Good evening, Snick. Thank you.
Thank you, Snick.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
EIEIO. That was great.
Very on the phone.
Anyone else wish to speak?
Unfortunately, I have to go after that.
Yeah, it's always a tough one to follow.